Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Skyrim Special Edition. So we're trying to get into the inner sanctum. I'm thinking it might be over here.
That has to be the place. I've never seen a building like that before. It looks like some kind of temple. Never saw anything like this back on the island.
Like she's saying some very specific lines of dialogue on top of some very unspecific lines of dialogue. How would I get that egg? I don't. But there's a lot of rock warbler eggs, whatever creature a rock warbler is. So I'm thinking this is the inner sanctum, and we're gonna have to dump the water out into this basin to.
This is a statue of Ariel, but it's using the older signs of his power. This temple must be ancient. The bow has to be in here.
Now, what's weird is we killed a frost troll, and it gave us a diamond paragon, so we might want to go back to the place that uses the diamond paragon at the paragons and see, but I bet it doesn't matter. So now we're looking for the Arc Curator, Virithar, the brother that we were supposed to kill. See the water go in here and fill up here. See, I can't even see couldn't even see the water flowing. And I just have to open it like everything else. So the Falmer attacked and resist cold is what he's holding on to. And the Falmer attacked it, then who froze them all? Some kind of frost demon?
These Falmer, they're frozen in ice. I wonder how long they've been like this.
See, this feels like a... This is really creepy. I suppose I should ask myself if they were gonna do stuff like that. No. So we can't hit them early. If they are going to attack, they're going to just attack.
Where'd you come from?
Interesting. She just raised that one. A whole bunch of diamonds and stuff again. Sitting around. Activate the Shrine of Ariel. Just let her take care of everything for me, I suppose.
Where'd you come from? Get back here! Done and done.
I picked something up and I'm overburdened now. I'm wasting arrows. It's time to drop an item and switch to different arrows. We've been using ebony arrows for 20 damage. Can we find a collection of glass arrows for 18? That's fine. And then glass great sword will drop for just... Let's see. Activate an altar. So it seems like there's altars and shrines. They can be activated. And there's only one altar and one shrine. Alright, well, let's see what happens when we activate the shrine. All diseases cured and blessings. Okay. So it's just a shrine like any other. Cool. I guess this is where we're going. Giant frost troll. Easy enough to kill. Ruby paragon. So now we have 2 paragons. And these people are trying to escape and didn't make it. And there's nothing really in the skeletons. I don't have the required item. So unless unless I take it with me. This isn't too bad though. Elven arrows, potions, 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 and a chest with some more stuff in it. Is there anything else in this area? Not really. Maybe you would like to move out of there before I trap it on you. Alright. Let's open this door. Staff spikes.
Where'd you come from?
I have plenty of arrows now at 187, so I guess it doesn't matter. Skull of Iron Flesh. They're really building this up like this is going to be some major fight. And I can't imagine anything being this big. Like, I can't even think of something. Book of Command Daedra. Interesting. I don't think I have that. Items, books, spell, Command Daedra. Yeah, I don't have that spell because I imagine it's a new one. We need to drop something. What can we drop? Elven shields, good enough. Glass shield, we'll hold on to that. Not holding anything. Vigorous healing. But they're so frozen, it's like they just shatter. So I'm just sitting here waiting for them to explode, and they don't. Seriously, we gotta get rid of some items. More than just one item. Weapons. Arrows don't weigh anything. Dwarven bow is pointless. Elven sword's pointless. Elven war axe is pointless. Staff of ice spikes, staff of ice spikes exact same staff. There, so there we go. That's about 40 pounds. We got rid of. This person knocked right over the table. See, this implies that some kind of snow attack or frost attack happened very quickly. See, maybe the door will shut and these guys will all show up. Let's see, circular water breathing. And I really wish I could have played as the Dragon Lord throughout all of that and just done all of killed things and gotten level ups, but you really can't. At least it didn't seem like you could, and even if you could, it didn't seem like it would matter too much. Right, so we're on the outside of this area. Diamond. That's definitely one to search. I wonder if they put a specific value on the chests themselves. Like there's 5 tiers of chests depending on where it is placed. Or if it's really just randomized. Here we go to the chapel. Probably not going to get married. That's an old song. Going to the chapel. Gonna get married. Damaged place with nothing in it. Confront Ark. What's this? So let's talk to him before we kill him, but he seems to have cast some major frost spell here.
Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow?
There's a shield.
You've done exactly as I predicted and brought your fetching companion to me.
Wait, is he talking about me?
Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
Okay.
I knew it.
Let's just shoot at everything. How about we aim a little bit?
Done and where'd you...
And see, these are just all one-shots.
Display, but a wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own deaths.
Watch out! He's falling down the ceiling.
Am I supposed to maybe get him to fling his own rocks at himself?
Done and
This
done.
has gone on long enough.
Where'd you...
My life is long.
Well, this Frost Antrioch was actually a two-shotter. So that guy was sitting there the whole time just waiting for her to show up.
Won't let you ruin centuries of preparation.
Cutscene.
You all right? Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
So that totally blocked off this section, I think. No, you can still leave. And destroyed everything. And no collectible or anything? Nope. Let's go talk to him and see what he was trying to do.
Enough. Give us the bow.
How dare you? I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, we've heard this sad story.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana. You tell me what I am.
You're a vampire? But Ariel should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
I was wondering if maybe the vampirism
On a god.
is what
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach,
might
but his
have been
influence
what
on
turned him
our
into
world
Falmer.
wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire.
So it wasn't the father that was gonna do it?
Cold Harbor.
We're waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you.
Cool
I intend
animation.
on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What
Where'd
trickery
you
is
come
this?
from?
He's not dying fast.
Done.
Farewell.
Took 3 shots. And then that comes up there. And amethyst, cure poison, flawless amethyst emerald, cure disease, sapphire, angel Falmer clothing, glass arrow, and that. So he wanted to use the prophecy to corrupt the thing, I guess. Is the other guy.
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this way shrine means that Verther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him.
The betrayed weren't to blame.
What? What are you talking about?
He was a vampire. He controlled them.
A vampire? I see. Now that would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here.
Why?
Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Oriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you.
See, that might be kind of cool if the next Elder Scrolls game turned the Falmer back into these, at least some of the Falmer into these characters, because a Snow Elf is a new character, and that would be kind of cool, I guess.
You risked everything to get Oriel's bow.
Mostly we
and
just
in
deal with
turn,
humans, though,
restored the
Noids.
Chancery. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than
We don't do much with the
If you wish
Khajiit
to learn
either.
more about the bow, or obtain some hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask.
Okay. Retrieve the bow. And now we have Shrine of Radiance, Shrine of Learning, Darkfall Caves, Shrine of Sight, Shrine of Resolution.
It's not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
Let's see what it does. First, weapons, Ariel's bow, 20 points of sun damage. Undead targets take triple damage. Okay, so vampires in particular would take either 60 points of sun damage or the massive amount of 90 tripled, which would be 90, 80 to 70 points of damage, which is almost guaranteed kill for anything. And sun-hallowed elven things causes sunburst attacks to nearby targets if shot at the sun with Ariel's bow. Alright, how much?
It's good. If there's anything at all I can help you with, please ask.
What will happen to the Chantry now?
While it would fill me with joy to see the Chantry back to its former glory, that time has long since passed. Now that my brother's dead, it's quite possible I'm the last of our kind.
Then I've contributed to your kind's extinction,
There's
I guess.
no need for that kind of talk. I said it was possible. It's also quite possible that there are some other isolated conclaves of snow elves nestled elsewhere on Nirn. I'll also assume Vertha didn't exactly give you the option to stay your hand. For the time being, I will remain here on the Overlook and continue trying to keep the Sanctum free of the betrayed. You're always welcome to return here at any time, of course.
So we can come back here? Can the betrayed ever be cured?
I feel nothing but sympathy for the betrayed, despite my actions against them. But I'm afraid that they're well beyond a cure at this point.
Oh, darn it. Why?
The twisted forms you've seen didn't occur overnight. It isn't a plague or a disease that ravaged our species. The dwarves may have stolen their sight, but it took many generations for them to become what they are today.
Then there's no hope.
Perhaps they'll never return to their former appearance. But over the centuries, I've noticed a rise in their intellect. If a line of communication could be established with them, maybe they can find peace. It's the only way they'll discover that they weren't always malignant. They were once a proud and prosperous race.
What can you tell me about the bow?
The bow was said to be carried by Auriel himself into battle against the forces of Lorcan in ancient and mythic times. Its craftsmanship has no equal anywhere within Tamriel, and possibly beyond.
What can it
The bow
do?
draws its power from Aetherius itself, channeling it through the sun. Therefore, when an arrow is loosed from the bow, it produces a magical effect very similar to being burned by fire. That's actually only a fraction of its potential. With sun-hallowed arrows, you would be able to produce a much more spectacular effect, causing bursts of sunlight to envelop your foes. The sunbursts would certainly hurt anything, but is especially devastating to the undead. Well, using an arrow with the bow that's been dipped in blood may cause it to function differently, corrupting its purpose.
Interesting.
That's, of course, if you're foolish enough to try it.
How do I obtain sun-hallowed
I
arrows?
can actually assist you in that regard. If you were to bring me some good quality elven arrows, I could imbue them with the proper incantations and rituals.
Okay, make me some arrows.
Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time, so if you want the rest of your arrows blessed, let me know.
So he took 20 elven arrows. I've probably got...
Absolutely. I can only do... Absolutely. Absolutely. Certainly. I can only do... I'm afraid I'll need elven arrows if you want me to produce the sun-hallowed arrows.
Alright,
But it seems you're all out of them at the moment.
so that turned my elven arrows, which, like, elven arrows I don't think particularly were great. We now into sun-hallowed elven arrows, which I think are better. It's kind of a shame that there wasn't some other way to do that. Like, I have 97 of those. And now we were supposed to speak to Serena, and let's see what she wants to say.
It's good to speak to you again.
It's not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
What do we do now?
Well, before we spoke to my mother in the Soul Cairn, I would have said we bring the bow to my father. But after everything with her, I don't think we can trust him.
We could kill him before he kills us. We have the bow. He'll listen to us. We should honor our agreement with us. I think we've already pretty much determined that their own daughter doesn't agree. So I think we should say this. But I'd kind of like to go for the best solution here. And then that still leaves us the option to kill him later.
Have you been paying attention to everything that's happened? He'll betray us the second our backs are turned.
Okay.
No, he has to die. We have no choice.
I tried that. Then let's face him together.
Thank you. Somehow I knew you'd understand.
If there's anything at all I can help you with, please ask.
Alright. The one thing I'd like to do is if I can find this location and get it to the right one. This is the Shrine of Learning. I'm hoping this is the right one. We had 2 extra Paragon things. And
may Ariel's warmth imbue your body with strength.
Where are we on the map? We are, let's see. I don't think it's the right one. No, this isn't the right one.
May
So,
Ariel's warmth imbue your body with strength.
resolution maybe? Shrine of Sight. Temple Balcony. Shrine of Radiance. Let's see. The Shrine of Radiance. I like how this is like a skybox picture and you can just look around the edges. It's not the Darkfall Passage. So it must be resolution. We're getting more loading these days.
May Ariel's
Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the right
shield
one.
you from your enemy.
And if I'm remembering correctly, maybe it's on the other side here. I'm looking for the Paragon thing. It's not over here. It's not over here. Am I going to end up wandering around looking for it? Let's see. Am I walking in the right direction? I don't think this is the right way. But I do think I'm in the right place. Just gotta figure out where it is. It was moderately in a low place at the edge of a map, unless I've totally confused its location. Let's see. If we look at the local map, maybe I can... Like, I am here. And this map is useless. This looks like the big lake with the dragons. Maybe there's another one over there. And if I take that path. Because I remember there was a waterfall. And this doesn't look like the right waterfall. This seems all wrong. Like, totally wrong here. Yeah, that can't be it. So I think I've kind of figured out where we're supposed to go. Up this way, run. Run, run, run. So my goal is, do I want to move and try a different location or not? I guess that would be a good question. Shrine of Radiance, Shrine of Sight. Like, Shrine of Sight was the easy one we started at. So, which way do you walk out of this? Here. So we started at Shrine of Sight. And I don't know if this is a better place to be or not. I guess I could fast travel at any point. And that's up to me. This should work. This should work. Yeah. We ran through here. And then we started down this pathway. And then over here it should be. I think. I'm hoping. Is that it right there? Here we go. We found it. So we now know how to find it. So we've already seen the sapphire. We haven't seen the ruby or the diamond. Let's see. Ruby makes a portal to the Forgotten Vale Forest. Where are we? Seriously, where? What's so special about this forest section? There's no creatures here.
Where'd you come from?
Aurel's shield. Interesting. So we got a custom item there. Frost troll, troll fat. A skeleton, gold, chest, elven arrows, troll fat. So what would be nice is if we found book number 2, but I'm not going to run around looking for that. Even if the game really wants me to collect the unique book number 2 that we're supposed to give to the guy in Winterhold, he will, it'll give me some indicator to that point. Right, local map. We are here. Directly behind us, it seems there might be something. But I don't know. This may just be an experiment in really thick forest brush, because yeah, there's a lot of snow and a lot of trees happening here. I'm just gonna try to push along the edges and see if there's something to find. I don't think there is. I think it puts you right in circle here to this, and then I think you push right further this way, and unless there's some trick to getting up to the top here, I don't think so. Like, what am I shooting for here? Just more mountains. Alright, and so that seems like that's the whole section. Just trees everywhere. We'll run right through the middle of it and see if maybe we see something. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. So I'm satisfied that there's only Oriel's bow shield. So bow a shield. I kind of wonder if maybe there's a full set of armor. If that's the case, then we missed a lot of frost trolls, though. So, as for his shield, stores the energy of blocked attacks, performing a powerful bash when released. So, yeah, and I just don't think I missed the other ones. I think Sapphire, Ruby, Amethyst, and Diamond seem about to be the right amount. But maybe I did miss a bunch. And let's see. We are really high up in the cave section. And let's see what's in this chest. Elven arrows and such. And I'm overburdened again. And see, I don't think they want me to just jump. This is Glacial Crevice. We've been here. We've done all that. Let's find something to drop. There you go. So we've got 4 paragons. If any other ice trolls are anywhere in the map, I mean, it's totally possible. This map is big and they almost certainly didn't search all of it. There's a lot of twists and turns. This Forgotten Vale is an actual well laid out twisting, turning place. Let's make a trip to our house. First things first. I suppose we make a run over here to our fish and see if we've got new fish. Some of it. The clams seem to be a one-time deal. When I collect fish, that apparently does not count as a double thing, because I am not getting 2 fish every time I do this. All kinds of dragonflies flying around and bees. It's a good time to go fishing for bugs too. It's like a lot of things here. I really wish you could just pull a lever, cast a net, and be handed all of this though. This may be realistic, although it's not really realistic. Who would swim in the water and just try to grab fish with their hand? You get bitten. It would be very difficult. It doesn't really work that well. And the slaughterfish eggs never come back, do they? Now I'm overburdened in the water. Wow, look at how slow I'm moving. I've got to actually drop something. I guess I could put that on too. Let's see, we'll just drop a coarse chitlin or something. Yeah, we'll drop a deer pelt. I don't know if that was enough items. It wasn't. See, when you look at the claws in particular, you start to see the amount of paragon things there probably could have been, but that seems a little unlikely that it would be 12 plus things. I'm carrying too much to run again. Should have dropped 2 coarse chitlins. Drop. The fish probably are 1/4 of a pound each, or 1/2 pound. Have I gotten everything? And then the question I suppose you would want to ask is there any fish I have that's new or unique? No. So I don't think I need to refill. Alright. Come in here. And
favorite of mine, a legend we all know and love.
where are you?
Our
Come
hero,
over here.
our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you
Let's see. Trade
This
items
better not
with
be
it.
all the things you just can't be bothered with.
Done. Or this, that. She wasn't doing anything with those, apparently. Well, not very quickly. Let's get rid of that one. And see, I need to give her some kind of arrows. Only really one, but you know, I could probably give her just one of these and see what she does with that.
with a voice wielding power of the ancient
And here we are. Now, weapons we want to keep. Oriel's bow we need to keep on us. Dawnguard, Warhammer. Let's see. Elven Blade of Blizzards. That one we want to keep. And actually I need to slowly make my process up here. And see, they put this enchanting station in the worst place. Do I have anything that somehow I hadn't learned? Wow. I'm surprised. Alright. So now it becomes a question of sell it or theoretically sell it or keep it. Alright. These weapons, I don't think there would be any reason why I'd keep them. Apparel, Adept Hood, Ancient Farmer Boots, Ancient Farmer, Apprentice Hood, Apprentice Robes, Oriel's Shield will keep, Daedric will sell, Dawnguard Armor, Dawnguard. Why am I not wearing my helmet? Oh, Expert Robes, in general, Master Robes, Novice Robes, and see, we're already almost done. Scrolls, we'll put all the scrolls away, and books, we'll start putting everything away that we can, which, let's see. Keys. Alright. Now let's see, the Paragons are taking weight, but I kind of want to hold on to them. Let's see, Canticle Bark. Dragon Bones. Draw Knife we want to keep. Empty Skooma Bottles we want to keep. And let's see if there's anything else we want. Initiate Ewer. I'll keep that. And I only have 31 lockpicks. We haven't done lockpicking in a long time. Let's see. What happened to all the veiled things? Yeah. Veil deer hides, veil saber cat hides. I want to hold on to all of that. Alright, now over here, now we need to start putting in the things we just don't want at all, and we want to sell, at least in theory. So that, and that's probably all the weapons, and Daedric armor, that one. That's another thing to sell. We can sell that. Waning magic. Name things I probably should keep or do something with. And that puts us in a good position. Except for the soul husks. Why do I have the soul husks? Food, soul husks. Keep that. And then food over here. You can just go ahead and sell salmon meat and venison. Alright, that puts us in a good position to start with. Sort of. Now, remember we went legendary times 2. So, we come over here, we take this, we come over here, we take this, and we see if there's another save that... I don't know why I'm specifically keeping these things, but maybe I was supposed to take these and use them. We'll see. Gold ingots, steel, silver, moonstone, malachite, and that. Now, on my items, as far as weapons, I think my bow, it says raises smither's ability on my bow. And on my apparel, I have create potions that create 25%. Weapons and armors can be done by 25%. Weapons and armors can be done by 20%. Weapons and armors can be done by 25%. And I think I've got everything on that I would want on. Alright. Now, let's see what we can do. Jewelry to start with. Gold diamond necklace is 1,200. And I seriously doubt anything's going to beat that. So, several gold diamond necklaces. Gold diamond rings are 900. And nothing can beat that. So we'll make a couple of those. Emerald rings are 700. So that's the next best one. And then I'm out of gold. Now, emerald necklace is 830. Which is the best thing you can do with silver. So we do a couple of those. And then my smithing is up to that point. So, we still have yet to figure out how to make net leather. Or shell bug chitin. So, that's out of the way. Steel with corrodium would be ideally what we would want to make. And I forget which one it is that actually uses a corrodium. Iron, bonded iron things. So this bonded iron shield, I think, is the only thing that can use a corrodium. So we'll take that and make as much of them as possible. And then steel, whatever uses the least amount of iron and other things while making use of the steel. That might be a steel sword. It might be, let's see, a steel shield. Yeah, I think a steel shield might be the best. Unless I wanted to make steel arrows. Yeah, steel shields. Seems like shields are going to be it. So that's that. Now, Imperial, which uses steel ingots and leather strips, so I guess I could have done that, couldn't I? We could make light shields. Or, let's see. Yeah, I think the light shield is probably the best thing here to make. And we're up to 25 on smithing. Iron, we're out of iron. Alright, that puts us down to just making the leather things. So, we have a lot of leather strips, which tells me leather bracers all over the place. And the problem that we're starting to realize here is that going from the legendary restart of level 15 to all the way back up to 100 seems very much like it's not actually going to. Let's see, do we have any leather to make? 1, 2, 3. Aurora's bow, if I had refined moonstone and the ability, I could make it superior right now and do 87 improvements. I'm not sure I can really improve too much here. Let's see. Let's get into the 2-button connection here. I don't have enough leather, and I don't have any steel ingots. And let's come over to this and just double check to make sure we can't make anything else. Why we can't make arrows is because we don't have anything. Alright. It's gonna be a while before we can use a lot of the stuff. So coarse chitin, dragon bones, dragon scales, dwarven metal ingots, and everything else I think will be fine over here. Let's see. Dwarven metal ingots, dwemer plate, ebony ingots, ebony ore, firewood. Let's see, leather strips, mammoth tusks, another item I need to get rid of. Quicksilver ingots, quicksilver malachite, moonstone. So a lot of things you can see I can't use. That's got me at 787, so what am I missing? Silver ore. Well, I might actually not be missing anything. Just that I might be holding a ridiculous amount of things. Alright, that's got me. The chromium was the main thing. So now it actually makes sense to start buying items back too. Is there anything in alchemy that I need to eat that I may have picked up, like chicken's egg? Interesting that the chicken's egg is the one thing I don't know. Here, hawk beak. That's a new one. And anything else? Poison bloom. No idea. We need to keep Poison Bloom, at least one of them, for the collection of having one of everything. Which I'm not sure I really do have a collection of one of everything. Spriggan Sap. As far as this. Yellow Mountain Flowers. Nice. And then, let's see, Potion of Cure Disease. We'll just go ahead and eat that potion. It'd probably be easier to just... Here we go. Alright. And there's nothing that can be improved over here. Nice. And I've been pretty cruel. I will kind of admit it. And made people watch me play through all of this. Enchanting and alchemy. But I'm willing to, since we're in a good place, do all of that off screen. So I'm gonna play off screen and enchant everything I have here, which is a decent amount of things, with whatever enchantments. I'm just gonna give them even one enchantments. Now I'll do two just to make sure that doesn't. I'm gonna try and use all the grand soul gems I have, just because I'm hoping that moves me up faster. And I'll try to use Azure Star. And then I'm gonna go over to the number of ingredients I have, which it's probably a massive amount. I haven't done alchemy in a long time, and we don't really need to learn anything new. So I may plant a yellow mountain flower if I remember. In fact, I might clear out all of my alchemy sections and plant some new things that I very well might not have. Certain things we just collected, we know specifically aren't replaceable. So if I can get like powdered mammoth tusk or the poison bloom, things like that, pine thrush egg, ninroot maybe, nightshade, moon sugar. If I can get some of these things to grow, or maybe just grow some jazzbay grapes, that is another idea too. So gleam blossoms. It's really weird the DLC added more elements to the alchemy. That's the last thing the game really needed to do. Crimson Ninroot, I have one of those. Canis root. Plenty of blue mountain flowers. So a lot of things here that I could think about and try to regrow and have an infinite supply too. So tons of work, and then we're going to confront Harkin in the next recording, and I'm just going to let everybody skip over that and just be a little dishonest in the gameplay I show. So it may be an hour. It very possibly will be an entire hour of me just doing alchemy and enchanting, but I promise I won't leave this house. We'll start back in this house and move on from that point. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.